Welcome back to Stem Cells Unveiled. From basics to breakthroughs, I'm Dr. Sukant Khurana, your host, and we are on episode 8 Beyond Humans Stem Cells in Veterinary Medicine. Leading us today is once again brilliant Basudha Banerjee, a resident regenerative medicine expert. So I'm very happy, Basudha, take us into the animal kingdom. I'm all ears.
Thank you, Dr. Khurana. So it is just so much fun to discuss about stem cells because they are not just restricted to humans, but they're also transforming veterinary medicines too. I am thrilled to explore how they're helping pets, livestock, and even endangered species with real life examples like arthritis in dogs and tissue repair in horses. Plus, the insights we are gaining for human health, it's a win win situation. So let us get started with the applications in animals. Pets have always been so close to my heart. So, Dr. Khurana, what is the first animal use that pops into your mind?
Well, you're running the show, Vasudha, and I'm loving it. I would say pets, stem cells helping dogs with joint issues is something I've heard about. Um, it's up to you. It's over to you. You discuss from dogs and take the show as you wish.
All right, that's a perfect pick. So, pet therapies are huge, especially for dogs and cats. Take arthritis, for instance. Aging dogs get stiff, painful joints just like humans with osteoarthritis. So, vets are using mesenchymal stem cells, often from the dog's own fat tissue, injected into the joint. And these cells reduce the inflammation and spur cartilage repair. I have read cases where limping pups start bouncing back again. Of course, it is not a cure, but it's a quality of life, right? Then there is also livestock. Think of cows or pigs. So in this scenario, stem cells are being explored to heal the tendon injuries or even boost muscle repair after trauma, keeping the herds healthy and productive. And conservation. This is wild. Stem cells from endangered species like rhinos are being banned as iPSCs to preserve their genetics and even regenerate tissues for the injured animals. So, Dr. Khurana, what is your take on that range?
Well, it's incredible. Pets getting relief, livestock staying viable, and conservation getting a sci-fi boost. The versatility is what really stands out.
Versatility. That's right. So, let's zoom into examples because this really gets real. Now, treating arthritis in dogs is a standard. So, there is a case of a 10-year-old Labrador who could barely walk, and vets harvested adipose stem cells and injected them into his hips. And within probably weeks, he was chasing balls again. So, the mechanism behind this is that these cells release anti inflammatory cytokines and growth factors, plus some differentiate into cartilage like cells. Then we also have horses. Regenerating tissue is huge here. So, racehorses often tear tendons, sidelining them for months. In this case, stem cells from the bone marrow or the fat, when injected into the lesion, speed the healing process. So, do you can you give any example of any animal you have come across?
Yeah, so I mean, there is a horse case that's amazing. I would add cats' stem cells for kidney disease are in early trials, helping with chronic conditions pets often face.
Yeah, I mean, cats with kidney disease is also very prominent. So, although that's a tough one, but stem cells could be a game changer here as well. And these examples show how practical this is. Vets are already doing it and they're not just dreaming it. The process sort of mirrors the human therapies, wherein harvest the stem cells, sometimes cultured, and then deliver. But here, where it gets juicy, is the cross species insights. Animals are like living labs for us. And dogs for arthritis, their stem cell responses inform human osteoarthritis trials, similar joint biology. Then the horses with tendon injury, that serves as a model for the human athletes, where tendon repair mechanics would translate. And even conservation would work because iPSC techniques from rhinos could refine the human cell repair. Dr. Khurana, what human parallels do you see with this?
Well, the dog to human arthritis link is huge. Same mesenchymal stem cell pathways, right? Plus, animal trials often fast track safety data for us. So it's not just that you are doing thing solution for here is a brilliant solution for animals, but it can actually generate a lot of safety data for further human trials. So it's a double win, right? It's a win-win.
That's right. I completely agree with you. And most importantly, animals don't just benefit, they're teaching us. Take equine tendon repair. So those stem cells integrate with the collagen matrices, a trick we are testing in human ligaments. Or say the canine iPSCs, they have helped to optimize the reprogramming efficiency, cutting down the risks like tumor formation in human protocols. So it's a two-way street. Vets borrow from the human stem cell advances like culture media, and then we steal back insights on dosing and delivery. And I firmly believe that the potential is massive because think of scaling pet therapies to clinics or using livestock data for tissue engineering. I completely understand that, of course, there are challenges like species differences and costs are also high, but the payoff priceless for animals and humans alike. So, where do you see the cross species bridge heading?
Yeah, so it's a gold mine. Refining human therapies while helping animals. I think that's where sort of it's headed. I would bet on more comparative studies, maybe even a vet human collab labs popping up. And I can clearly see some startup. Maybe someone listens to us and opens a new startup out of that. But I think those collab labs are the future.
The labs that I just love the vision. So, this beyond human angle shows how stem cells are universal tools, expanding from pets, farms, wild species to us. It's also connected. Dr. Khurana, thank you for letting me lead this. It's been a blast roaming the animal kingdom with you.
Yeah, you've been phenomenal, Basudha, weaving a story through both that's what is heartwarming and cutting edge. That's episode 8, folks, led by incredible Basudha Banerjee. Next time, we'll dive into bioengineering with stem cells and organoids. If you have questions and suggestions, please type them in the comment section. Please subscribe to us and share with your friends. It's been wonderful to have you here, and thank you, Basudha, once again.